I've been playing the game since I was 13 years old, and here I am now, 34 years old, and I'm still playing the game. Even though I quit here and now and came back, quit, come back, but I still enjoy the game and I still love the game. But I don't know if I forgot, or maybe we all Yu-Gi-Oh players just have amnesia and don't read. Coming back into the game and playing for the past 9 months, I've seen a multitude of cards, over 100. A multitude of cards. I've never seen so many cards that I can remember that was so priced so high for so many particular cards. I've been watching YouTubers and I've been keeping up with the game over the past 9 months, or even when I quit for 3 years. Hype up cards. These cards are $100, 115, 150, 50, 60, and you gotta buy just 10 cards for your deck, which I want to do. I'm like, oh, I want to buy these cards for my deck. Let me look at the price. I go and search on TCG Market, whatever, TCG Player, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. Especially as an older man in his 30s, got a wife. It's like, hey, honey, guess what? I'm going to pay over $700 for these 10 Yu-Gi-Oh cards when we got stuff and bills to pay. It just doesn't make any sense for me. Even if I have it, coming from my background as a poor black man, I'm sorry, I've been poor and never really truly had a lot of money. I just still can't do that, even if I was rich, because I know what it's like to not have money. It still doesn't make sense that a Yu-Gi-Oh card can cost so much. So it seems like Yu-Gi-Oh players get word of these cards and they say, oh, it's so good. And it comes to a point where they can't make that deck without those cards. When the mainstream YouTubers and the mainstream Yu-Gi-Oh players talk about these cards, everyone else will follow and play those cards, and they cannot see that deck without it. Now, I understand. It has been proven. It is good. So how do you look at something else to play with in your deck, a cheaper alternative, when you're not sure whether you can win with it or not? When a pro player or a big YouTuber comes out and says, hey, this card is good, you take that word because what? They're popular. They seem to know what they're saying. And you're going to go with it. No one wants to go to a tournament with an inferior deck. They want to go to the tournament and they want to win. That's the purpose of the game. You play the games, you buy the cards, and you want to win. You want to put the best cards in your deck. You want to put the best strategies. You want to have the best strategy. You play the most newest deck that just came out in hopes that people don't know what to do and you'll be able to win. It's a strategy, and a valid one at that. I said all of that to say this. There are options for your deck undiscovered. Just go out, try to find it. I know it ain't as simple as that. It's like, oh, you really got to dig and you really got to play test and you really got to play test and prove to yourself that if you choose an alternative besides, the Horus package or the Wanted package, Seeker package, or any of those mainstream stuff, that what you're doing is still viable. And that's hard, especially when you got to do the research yourself and playtest yourself. When someone tells you, hey, this card is good, you're like, oh, I'm just put this in my deck. Call it a day. So what do you think? What do you think about creativity in this game? Do you enjoy creativity? Are you still creative? Do you think Yu-Gi-Oh players need to be more creative? Leave a comment in the comment section, and thanks for watching your Yu-Gi-Oh channel. And I'm just getting started.